I'm Christine, the Gemini Stitcher, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, this is a roundup of what I'm planning to do for July. I do one every month and I use it to help me stay on track, fingers crossed. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for continuing to watch me. It is so appreciated. If you've just come across me on your newsfeed, then please consider subscribing and liking this video if you like it, because that helps my little channel to grow. So enough of the pleases and thank yous. What have I got planned for the month of July? Well, before we do that, we'll backtrack and have a look at what I actually did make in June. Excuse my notepad, because without this, I'll forget something. So let's have a look back on the month of June. So the first thing I made in June, well, the beginning of June, I was away on my cruise, wasn't I? So June was a short month for me. And when I got back, it did take me a little bit to get back into my sewing. Just saying. So in June, I did quite well. And the first thing I made was the Charlie caftan using the Beyond the Pink Door subscription box fabric, the lemon fabric. Here's an image of me wearing it. I've worn it 2 or 3 times already and I absolutely love it. If you're thinking of a caftan, I can totally recommend the Charlie. It is so beautiful. It's a lovely fit. It's floaty but cinched in a little bit at the waist and I find it perfect. So the second thing that I made in June was the Alba skirt from Sew Over It. Here's an image of me wearing it. I did it in a linen fabric, so it wasn't quite as floaty and I didn't put the ruffle on, but still like it. Then to go with that wrap skirt, I made the Ravello wrap top from Sew Over It, and I also made a Solto top from Maison Faux. So then I took on quite a meaty sew for me, and it was the Tremplin cargo trousers from Maison Faux. And I teamed that up with the Gilbert top from Helen's Closet. So here's an image of me wearing them both. And then the last thing that I did in June was a new look dress, one of the big fours, which is different for me. So I tried the new look dress number N6650. It's a jersey dress. I did quite a long length and I absolutely love it. It's a brilliant palette cleansing sew and it is very flattering. It doesn't hug you in too much at the waist at the back, and at the front you've got that big sash which hides the mum tum, so perfect. And I'm sure there are more to be made. Well, I know there are. So what have I got planned for July? Quite a lot actually, so I need to get my skates on. So the first thing that I've got to do, I've got a big pile of stuff here to go through. The first one I can't show you because it's going to be revealed at the end of the month, and it's the Busy Bee Sewing Challenge. So we did the big opening of our patterns last Saturday. I will put the link to my playlist in the details so that you can sit and watch everybody. I don't want to go on about it too much. There are 6 of us doing it now. We've got the whole of the month of July to make the dress, and I got the Solange dress. So this is the dress that I'm going to be doing. It's an Italia jupe dress and it's coming on great. That's all I'm saying. So the next thing on my July list is another pair of the sepia pants. These are the pink ones that I made and I love them. So I'm going to make another pair in apple green. Already cut out, all ready to go. So they're the sepia pants from Closet Core, and the fabric is a viscose linen fabric from Rainbow Fabrics Kilburn. So they're the sepia pants. And to go with them, actually let's get this back and you can see if it works. I got some fabric from Mac Fabrics, and she does a monthly subscription that you can buy into every month or not. So this month's, June's was jersey, and I just managed to get some in on ordering before she ran out, and this is it. So I've got a metre of this main fabric, which goes really well, and then half a metre of the green. So what I'm going to do is a mix and match top, and it's called the Geometric Colour Block Raglan Tee by Mac Patterns. Here's an image of it. So I'm thinking that I will do, looking at that now, that's a bit of a clash. So the green might go up the top, and then the floral at the bottom to break it up and make them both match up together. And then I might do the sleeves in that as well. What do we think? And I end up with a big pile to put away on the floor when I'm done. But never mind. So then the next thing that I want to make, you'll notice there's a bit of a theme where they're all matching garments, and I try to do a top and a matching bottom if I'm doing trousers or a skirt. Obviously with a jumpsuit or dress I don't need to do that, but I try and make a complete garment, and then my wardrobe works better, and it seems to be working. So the next thing I've already made. So I've made my first make for July already. Yes. And made a start on my Busy Bee sewing challenge, so I'm doing okay. I'm really pleased with this. Ta-da! I actually managed to do the shearing and get myself a Mabel top. How lovely is that? I absolutely love it. Everybody who makes the Mabel says the same. I was uncertain, like a lot of people, but now absolutely love it. I may even make the dress if I've got time. So to go with the Mabel, just try and get a piece of this out that's, oh there we go, there's a fair bit of fabric. I'm going to make the Sasha trousers from Closet Core, and they will be on my sewing machine today to go with that top. So that's the sashas. I'm making them in a satin cotton sateen with a bit of stretch, because that's the recommended type of fabric. I've made them several times before, so that's a really easy make for me to do. Once you've made something a couple of times, you don't have to look at the instructions as much, and it comes together a lot quicker. So I'm hoping that's going to be a quick make. So they're the sashas. Then the Marlowe cardigans. I was meant to be doing those this week, and I've ended up doing something different. Naughty me. I need some new cardigans, and I love the Marlowe cardigan from True Bias. So I'm going to make one in the purple French terry, and that's not doing that justice. Let me find a piece where we can see it. Here we go. And one in this really popping floral jersey. So the pinky purple was from Little Miss So-and-so, and this was from Flamingo Fabrics. I can recommend Flamingo if you're looking for the very good jerseys, sweats and French terries, and you can get some really unusual designs at reasonable prices on there. I've actually started something fairly new where you can choose the pattern and choose the base cloth and just order it. So I could order that in any kind of base cloth, but I would have to wait for it to be printed. So they're the Marlows that need doing. This is a long list. The next thing, now I've decided that every month I need to do something crafty that isn't garment sewing. So most of you will know, if you follow me, that I have two mini schnauzers, Lily and Esme. Here's a pic of them. And I've decided that this month's craft challenge is going to be making them new dog beds. Now, I've done a little bit of research and I like the donut beds that you can get, and there are a few sew-alongs on YouTube. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to follow yet, but I'm definitely doing them both a dog bed. And I'm going to be using, that's why this big bolt of fabric was here. I have got this beautiful, thick velour fleece. It's absolutely gorgeous. I might put that side out actually. In a lovely rose pink. Nice and warm. So I'm going to make 2 donut dog beds in that fleece. All in July. Of course I can. Watch this space. Where am I up to? That was number 7. So number 8 is another interesting one. As well as doing a craft project, I'm challenging myself to also do a free pattern every month and review it, and also do something scrap busting. Now, I've cheated a little bit for my first month, and this one covers both of those. So I'm doing the acacia underwear, or knickers as I call them, from Megan Nielsen Patterns. If you sign up to their newsletter, you get this pattern emailed to you free. And it is a great scrap buster because I've got loads of scraps of jersey fabric and I can make myself a whole new set of underwear if I can figure out the pattern. Now, Carol from Sew Carol's recommended this one and I'm told it's easy. So I need to look at the pattern. I think I'm going to have to invest in some knicker elastic. But apart from that, I think that's all I'm going to need other than my jersey scraps. So we'll see how we get on with that one. And that one might be a sew-along. Knicker sew-along. How does that sound? Okay. We're nearly done, honestly. So then number 10 is the Donny top. Oh, actually number 9, sorry. Foxy Boxes. How great is that for a name? Now, it's a pair of shorts with a lovely elastic waist. Here's an image of them. And it was sewn on the time I watched. And she did the pattern testing for these. And I thought they looked really stunning, easy to make. And I'm going to make some. I've got another holiday booked in September and I want some, and it's a pool-based holiday, not sightseeing like the cruise, so I want some shorts that are easy to pull on and off around the pool. Foxy Boxes are looking like the ones, and I'm teaming those up with confession time. I've caved in and I have bought the Donny top pattern, so I'm going to make those, the Foxy Boxes and the Donny tops, as a co-ord. And the first one, can you hear that? Great, I think it's a helicopter. I got a load of this fabric from Ammo Threads, put it below. Really good dead stock fabric shop, online shop, and I got 3 meters of this, thinking I was going to make a dress, but it was too floaty, so I've made the Mabel top in it, and then I also want to make the Donny shirt and matching Foxy Boxes in that. And then I'm also going to make them. I have ummed and ahed about what to do with this stunning fabric. It's from my Beyond the Pink Door subscription box. How gorgeous is that? And I am going to make some Foxy Boxes and a Donny top in this. And then I'm hoping I'll have some left to make another blouse as well, because I really want this fabric to go as far as I can, and I don't need any more dresses, not summer ones anyway. So there we go. Just one more sew to discuss and then we're all done. So that is nearly it, but I've just got one more garment that I've got to make in July. Now, you may remember that I was really excited because Closet Core Patterns very kindly sent me a free pattern of the new Jo dress. Here's an image of the dress. Beautiful dress. The sleeves they're calling croissant sleeves, which is a new one on me. There's lots of bias binding, and my fabric's arrived. Are you ready? Trying to get it the right way to get maximum impact with this. Just have to look at that. What do we think? In the Jo dress. How stunning is that? I cannot wait to make this up. It is a medium weight cotton sateen with a little bit of stretch, which I think will be good round my midriff with this dress because it is reasonably fitted, I think. Look at all those beautiful summery colours. It's from Fabric Godmother, and it's actually in the set. So it's $3.99, so they £7.98 a metre for that. That was made up when I found it. So that's going to be the Jo dress, and that is everything I'm planning on making in July. It's going to be a busy one, isn't it? But in true Christine style, I will get them all done. I've not failed yet. Famous last words. So I hope you've liked seeing my Make Some Plans video for the month of July. The next one will be on Monday, where I update you on my Make Some Plans for just that week. So it'll show you what I've made this week and what I'm planning on making next week. And obviously, most of them are going to be from my Make Some Plans list, but there's always the odd ones that sneak in. Maybe not this time, because I've got to be really careful, and then I get everything done. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I said at the beginning, give it a like and consider subscribing, because that's how my channel grows and helps me to keep going. I had a look this morning, I think I've hit over 900. Yay! So I'm on the homeward stretch for the 1,000. And I'm thinking of doing a little competition when I get to the 1,000 to celebrate. So like and subscribe, watch my videos, and I'll see you next time. Happy sewing, everybody, and take care.